Hi friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Shannon and this is One Spark of Magic. And today we are in Disney Springs and we are going to be trying as many foods as we possibly can for their traditional Flavors of Florida. Now, Flavors of Florida are where the Disney Springs restaurants will come together and create new menu items that are specific to Florida ingredients, including locally grown strawberries, oranges, limes, you name it, they have it here, and including seafood from our beautiful oceans here. So I'm excited to have you come along and try a couple of these Flavors of Florida. As you can see, I am experiencing the lovely summer Florida weather here where it's hot, humid, and extra rainy. So we are going to be fighting this all day. We have been. I've actually been here for a couple of hours trying to get some of this filming done, and it's been a little difficult with the rain. So this is the first time it's been low enough that I could actually come outside with my camera. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we've already tried, and we've got a couple more to go. So come along with me as we try the Flavors of Florida. Okay, our first stop is going to be over at Chef Art Smith's Homecomin. Now, this is where you're going to find all of your favorite Southern comfort foods, including all of your favorite flavored moonshines. Now, Homecomin is a restaurant full of Florida flavors throughout the entire year. But for Flavors of Florida, they have two special menu items. They have the Tupelo chicken and biscuits. This is chicken biscuits dressed with fresh dill and parsley ranch slaw, lightly drizzled with Tupelo honey from Savannah Bee Company. And they also have a special drink, the Honey Bee. This is going to be Tomcat gin, honey syrup, and fresh squeezed lemon, topped with house-made honey foam. First, I tried the Honey Bee drink. Now, this is right up my alley. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know how much I love any type of gin drink. Now, this one reminded me of a French 75, but without the bubbles. Now, the lemon gave it a nice tartness to it, but because of the honey syrup in there, it really balanced out and gave it a full profile. The honey added that nice sweetness to it without it being sugarly sweet. The house-made honey foam on top was also very delicious, and it helps the drink, giving it a little bit more of a creamy texture to it. But I would be remiss if I did not tell you that that honeycomb that they have in there, you must eat that. That was the most delicious honey I've ever had. And if you've never heard of Savannah Bee Company, they actually have a store here in Disney Springs where you can buy their honey. Now on to the chicken and biscuits. Now, if you know anything about Chef's Homecomin, they are known for their mile-high chicken sandwiches. Now, these are fried chicken sliders on these beautiful and delicious biscuits. Now, the biscuits that are used for the Flavors of Florida menu are the exact same biscuits, so they are delicious. However, with their normal sliders, you usually get these beautiful pieces of chicken that are drenched in some sauce, and they are so delicious. These, on the other hand, were very dry. I couldn't taste any of the honey on it, and there was no other dressing that I could taste on there. The chicken itself was moist, but the breading and the biscuits made it very dry. Even the slaw didn't have very much moisture to it at all, even though it was supposed to be drenched in ranch. This seems like this could be a one-off because I think somebody just forgot to add an ingredient. However, I cannot recommend going back for these because these are just so dry. I could barely finish eating them. It breaks my heart to say this, but I would pass on this. Come for the drink, but pass on the food. All right, first up we have the Palm Paradise. Now this is a non-alcoholic drink. This has the Pink London non-alcoholic spirit, strawberry puree, cream of coconut, lime juice, and simple syrup garnished with a strawberry half. Now, this is a beautiful drink, and this just reminds me of the pink drink from Starbucks, and I hope it tastes just as good. It's actually better than the one at Starbucks because it has more of a strawberry flavor and less of the actual coconut flavor. As much as I love coconut, I love strawberry more. So I do like this a little bit better. It does have a little bit of a tartness, so it does bring out that Florida strawberry flavor more. All right, they also do have an alcoholic drink here for anybody that wants to try that. Now, I am here with a friend that did order this, so I'm going to give it a little sip here. This is the passion fruit spritz. This is Aperol liqueur, Prosecco, and passion fruit puree, and it's garnished with a dehydrated orange. It's bitter. It's not bad. It's just bitter. Is that the Aperol? It was bitter, but definitely you could taste the bubbles in it, and I love anything that has Prosecco. So definitely still a good drink. Definitely more on the bitter side though. But I like my strawberry drink better. All right, our food has gotten here and we ordered the Gulf White Shrimp Fritters. Now these are Sunshine Stroll Orange Pilsner battered Gulf White Shrimp, grilled sweet peppers, and a pepper aioli. Now looking at these, I can tell you that these are not real fritters because they're basically just shrimp that are beer battered. Which I'm not complaining about. Just there's no filler, which is what fritters usually have, but I'm really, really excited to try these. Yeah, it's definitely just fried shrimp, but the batter on this is very light and crispy, and the pepper aioli gives it a nice little spice to it. I will say this first shrimp that I picked up was kind of like folded over itself, so the center batter is not cooked all the way through, so it's a little gross, I'm not gonna lie. But the outside that is actually not folded in on each other is very nice and crisp and light. So I think the other ones that aren't folded over on each other are gonna be better. So the shrimp themselves are very, very thick and very big. So we had taken a couple more bites of these, and the batter that I was thinking was just because everything was kind of flopped over each other is kind of all the way through all of them. So they're just not fried quite long enough to get the batter to be super crisp. However, the outside of it is nice and light and crispy, but it's not cooked all the way through in regards to the batter being nice and fried. But the shrimp is huge and it's a nice portion. But I do want to try some of these grilled peppers. I will be honest with you, the pictures I've seen of this from people that have reviewed this prior had huge giant peppers and way more than we got. So maybe they're dialing it back a little bit, but I do want to try these because I absolutely love sweet peppers. This tastes exactly like my childhood. In the summertime, we used to grill everything out on our patio. Steaks, hamburgers, peppers, onions, anything you can imagine was out on that grill. And I absolutely love grilled peppers because of that. All right, we have made our way into the Boathouse. We have escaped the next set of rain cycles that we have here. So here we are getting the yellowtail ceviche. Now this is a mango lime salsalita, hearts of palm, avocado, and chili oil. It is a little on the small side. It is only like 4 chips, so it's a little weird, and it's $20. But I've been told that the flavors of this are amazing, so we're gonna give it a try. Well, because of all of the rain out here, it got a little noisy inside of the Boathouse, so I didn't do my full review in there, but the ceviche itself was absolutely delicious. I don't know if I would get it again for $20. I mean, it's $19.50 to be exact. The flavoring was so good. You could definitely taste the citrus on the ceviche. The tuna was delicious. It was a very high quality of meat, as well as the avocado being on there. Everything just had a really good crisp flavor. The microgreens that they also had on there and the arugula were very good and added a nice crisp and fresh taste to it. I mean, I love ceviche. If you like ceviche, you're gonna like this. It's just the debate of whether or not it's worth $19.50. I know it doesn't seem like a lot of difference, but if it was like $15, it would be a little bit different. It was just such a small portion. Either that or give a little bit bigger of a portion for 2 people to be able to split it as an appetizer. That was really more for just one person. There was only 4 chips, which were also delicious by their way. They were super crispy, very light, and salty, which added to the flavor of the ceviche itself. Would I get it again? Maybe not, but I'm glad I got it at least once. The flavor was great. The money, just don't know for sure.
All right, we've made it to our next stop here, and we are trying to beat out this rain as much as we possibly can. But we are going to do that with some sweets, and that means we're going over to Everglades Donuts. Now, Everglades Donut is definitely known for its donuts. It's in its name, but they also have been recently serving chicken tenders. Now, I have yet to have these chicken tenders, but I have heard nothing but amazing things about them. So we are going to be trying 2 of the items that they have here on Flavors of Florida.
Okay, first up, we got the strawberry jelly donut. Now, this is a yeast Bismarck confection, tossed in sugar and stuffed with a mix of fresh chopped strawberries and jelly. We also got the chicken tender platter that they have specific for the flavors of Florida. Now this is going to be crispy chicken tenders and served with a sweet and spicy Florida habanero mango dipping sauce. Now this platter is also served with seasoned french fries and a small little glazed donut for your liking as well. So you can get all your sweets, salty, and spicy in one.
So the donut was actually really good. It was covered in the sugar on the outside, which is just absolutely perfect and amazing. And the inside, the jam and the jelly that's in there was very good. You can definitely tell that there was a freshness to it versus just regular jelly-filled donut. It was good. However, and this is probably not their fault, but this is something that you should know in case you do go there. It was the last one that they had available, and I got there about 5:30, and well, it was a little stale, and I could tell that it's been sitting there all day. It's not really necessarily their fault. It's kind of my fault for going so late. However, we need to talk about those chicken tenders. Those chicken tenders were so delicious. They fry them up fresh right there when you order them. So good. The chicken itself was juicy. The breading was crispy, yet not so crispy that you were like hurting the inside of your mouth when you bite into it, like you can on some really crispy fried chicken. But it was really so delicious. It's mouth-watering. And the sauce that was on there was, you could taste the citrus in it, as well as it had a nice little zing and tanginess to it. So good. All right, so for my Floridians, this is my comparison to you. The chicken tenders. Now, my favorite chicken tenders are always Publix, although the quality has gone down quite a bit. However, the chicken inside is super juicy. These were juicier than that. And then the sauce that was on it kind of reminded me, I think it was the Gold Rush sauce that Publix would have for the Buccaneer sandwiches. So it was their Tampa Bay Buccaneers inspired chicken tender sandwich that they have there. It was very similar in taste to that. The Buccaneer sauce is a little bit more on the creamier side, whereas the sauce that was on this one was a little bit more like same texture and tone of a sweet and sour. But absolutely delicious. I think that has been my favorite thing so far today. I know, is that weird? It's chicken tenders. But hey, fried chicken is part of Florida. All right, we made it to our next stop, and we're here at Wine Bar George, and we have a sweet corn here. This is going to be the grilled Florida corn on the cob. Grilled corn on the cob, dressed in tangy key lime crema, topped with crumbled cottada cheese and a smoky kick of chipotle for a bold, zesty finish. So let's see if this is as zesty as they say it is. It's packed with flavor. The key lime crema is so citrusy and strong in a good way. It's got a nice bold flavor to it. And again, it's really picking up on that citrus aspect of it, but it being a little bit more on the creamy side, it makes it not too tart. How chipotle really gives it a nice little zest and flavor to it, making it just like full spicy. But then this cheese makes it nice and salty, and oh, it's so good. So good. All right, you guys, and with that, I think we're gonna call this a wraps. Right now, it's not pouring with rain, but it's still sprinkling, and it has not stopped raining all day. My socks are completely soaked, so I think even though I wanted to go get the Orange Bird Dole Whip because I even wore all my Orange Bird stuff, I think it's time to head home before it starts raining again. The skies do not look friendly right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Now, this event does go on all the way until August 10th. So if you're going to be in the Orlando area or Disney area, please feel free to come and enjoy this. There are 90 different dishes that are included in the Flavors of Florida at over 45 different restaurants here at Disney Springs. So there is tons for you to try. If there is nothing here on this video that enticed you, take a look at the website. They do have everything listed. I will link the website in the comments below so that way you can see the whole foodie guide and see if there's anything there that you want to try. But I do love the fact that they use all these fresh ingredients here from local sources and here in Florida, and many of our dishes that we tried today were full of flavor, full of freshness, and those are two things that I absolutely love in my food, and I'm sure a lot of other people do too. There wasn't a single dish that I had today that I can say was not good. There may be a couple that I may not go back and get just because I think not necessarily worth the money, but still good. And I hope you found something, because everything I had was delicious. And even though it was rainy and soggy and kind of gloomy all day, the flavors and the freshness of all the food we had was sunshine and rainbows and everything good. So I hope you enjoyed this. But until next time, I am Shannon with One Spark of Magic, and I'm wishing you the most magical of days. Toodaloo.